Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop, and we're working on the banana, specifically the back axle.
And the exhaust.
Oh yeah.
Get that done today too.
I forgot what else we were doing, but Lizzie remembered. You may remember that we had the wrong gears, and by wrong gears, it's the wrong gear for this carrier. The carrier split was wrong for the thickness of this gear. So we had to order in another set. Let me show you the difference here. We got a thick gear and a thin gear. We needed the thick gear. We had the thin gear. We're now folding the thin gear, holding the thick gear, because you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away and know when to run.
That was brilliant. Did you come up with that?
Well, I was just following the song.
There's a song? We are not going to bore you with this. You've seen us set up gears before. Some of you hated it. So we're just going to show you the highlights.
I'm going to start on the exhaust by cutting the old one up.
Oh, who's holding the camera?
I am. Hello.
We're getting a couple people that say that you sound like Kermit the Frog.
Oh, really? Kermit the Frog. What does he say?
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? Kermit.
Hi ho, this is Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Like
Everybody loves Kermit, right? That was a compliment?
Oh yeah, I'd say it's a compliment.
All right.
Thank you. So Ed, people wanted to know what you were working on when I cut that piece of metal in half.
Oh, yeah, that was covering my skylight. That plastic got a hole in it, so I took it off and covered my skylight.
For your trailer, for your camp trailer.
Yeah.
All right. It was a cover for a skylight on a camp trailer. I sent Lizzie outside to cut some exhaust pieces, which she did. Good job. And what else?
I'll just show you. I accidentally cut the cord in half of the saw too.
Can you believe that, Ed?
Yeah.
When I was unhooking and hooking it up, it was wrapped around this. I don't know who put it away like that, but I obviously didn't unwrap it enough times and I didn't see it and it just sliced right in half.
So Lizzie's going to learn how to fix a cord today. That's a job well done.
Fixed a mistake. Not gonna make that mistake again though.
We got a lot of comments regarding drilling out this spindle. The 3 comments that we got about this was 1, we're drilling it out and weakening it, making the wall too thin. 2, there's not enough clearance between the axle shaft and the inside of this spindle, and it's going to bind up and seize. And 3, the tolerance is too close and it's not going to let oil get to these bearings. Just to put that all to rest, none of those things are true.
We took off a teeny tiny amount. There are stock spindles that have more than that drilled out that have the same outside diameter, and they never break. These spindles are super tough. They're not breaking. Nobody's breaking spindles.
This is a stock spindle right here. This is the 35 spline axle, and that fits through there. This one was a stock spindle, but it was made for a 32 spline, not a 35 spline, or 30 spline is what
So
it was
they
made
probably
for.
just didn't drill the hole as big because they didn't need to.
We didn't need to. So now this hole and this hole are essentially the same size.
We checked.
And then let's see what the clearance is really quick.
1.392. Right here we're about 1.543.
Plenty of clearance for oil, and it's not going to bind. This axle shaft, really thick right here, where the splines are, thins down a little bit, and then right here it thins down a lot. We didn't show you, so you're going to have to believe us that we put this in, and it feels like it's perfect, but we haven't done a pattern yet, so we don't know our pinion depth. We could do this like 3 more times, or we could do this like 13 more times.
Last time we were at a quarter of an inch, so we needed to get the new gears, so we're feeling way better this time.
Yeah, that fixed the problem. Okay, we're going to put some color on this and just see what our pattern is, and then we'll show you the pattern.
Why not?
Yeah, we'll show you the pattern.
It's like mustard with a chunk stuck in there.
It probably tastes better than yellow mustard.
Dijon.
Dijon is good, but it's the yellow mustard. Why do people eat yellow mustard? Have you tasted that stuff? It's like bitter.
Just regular mustard? When you say yellow mustard.
When I say yellow mustard, I say it the same way that Newman says.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Newman describes broccoli.
Vile weed!
I have no use for yellow mustard, not even in the slightest.
Gear marking compound.
Might taste better. If you made me a sandwich with yellow mustard and then another sandwich with gear marking compound, I'd probably choose the gear marking compound. And it might be just terrible and it might make me sick and die, but it's still better than eating yellow mustard. My buddy Colt says you should always, never show your gear patterns on YouTube, but we're gonna show you. So this is the coast side, and there's the drive side right there.
That was our very first try.
We can't prove it. You just have to believe us.
Could be liars.
Yeah, I'm kind of shady, but Tom doesn't lie.
That was really the first try.
Let's check the lash.
Okay.
And if the lash is a little bit loose,
We'll add some.
If it's a little bit tight, we'll add on this side.
All right.
So Tom's setting up this precision instrument of measurement. Don't, no. Oh. I'm guessing that we have 6 thousandths lash.
I'm guessing 11.
Or 10,
I'd say 9.
somewhere around 9 thousandths. You were closer than me. But
You guessed 6, I guessed 11.
9.
She wins.
All right, so here's the deal. 6 thousandths is acceptable.
Yeah, look.
So let's just throw a really thin shim in right here.
So let's look at the chart.
Mhm.
What's Yukon say? Dana 60, bearing lash 6 to 10. We got 9.
So I think we just need to put a thin shim in here, which pushes it that way. And
How much would you put in? Like a 3 thousandths?
2,
The
yeah,
thinnest shim we have.
it's gonna. I think a 5 will go in there, but we'll check it when we're done. All right, this is our final measurement right here.
We hope.
So we took out the setup bearings. We added an amount of shim we thought would be correct to get the bearing preload that wouldn't affect our lash too much. But we're gonna check our pattern and we're gonna check our lash one more time to see if we did it right. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, go the other way. Looks good. All right, we've got the pattern we want. Let's check lash.
Let me squeeze through here.
Oh, now it's 3 thousandths. Yep. All right, so we're a little over 4, maybe 4.5. We're on the tight side, but it doesn't matter because the duty that this sees doesn't build heat.
Doesn't matter because Matt doesn't care.
We got a lot of comments that says it's not good to freeze the batteries.
Don't worry, they didn't freeze. This is showing it's about 40 degrees.
How long's it been in there?
Half hour.
Yeah, we were just cooling them down, not freezing them.
That took 1 million tries to get the pinion nut just right.
Yeah, the preload on the pinion gave us some struggles. But so the hard part went easy, the easy part went hard.
That's how it goes.
Okay, Lizzie, let's get these axles in while
Okay.
Tom finishes this. All right, we're just gonna get this buttoned up and then fill it with oil and put the drive shaft on and take it for a test drive.
Exhaust. We gotta do exhaust.
We gotta do exhaust. Behind that Yukon cover is Yukon gears, a master install kit, so seals and bearings and stuff. We got Yukon axles
The limited slip, we rebuilt that with all Yukon
with Yukon parts. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Lizzie, what are we doing next?
Exhaust, because it's so exhausting.
I think it's fun. All right, so this is gonna be exhaust number like 7 for the Banana.
What was wrong with the old exhaust?
I didn't like the tone, especially when it was idling, and I didn't like the amplitude. It was just too loud.
I don't like your tone.
Yeah. I didn't like the tone it took with me. What we're doing is we are upgrading to a Flowmaster HP2 18-inch muffler, and we're gonna listen to it and see if it needs anything else. Fire it up. Let's listen to it. All done.
I could make it look, the more tacks I put on, make it more difficult to make look pretty.
And you're just burning across the tacks, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're trying something here that I've never really done before. As we add components to the exhaust system, we then listen to it and see if it's going the right direction.
So hopefully we get a good tone before it's sticking way out the back.
It sounds really good. Like, I really like the tone. I just hate the volume. It's quieter than it was, though. Exhaust is hard. On an inline 6, it's really hard. Do you think that's quieter than it used to be?
I don't know if it's quieter, but I like the sound better.
One more time. Sounds good.
It sounds way better. Yeah.
Okay, kill it. Temporary. It's just temporary.
That looks like derby stuff, man.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take this for a test drive. All right, we get a lot of questions and comments like this that are along these lines, like, why don't you just buy a new vehicle that's better than the old stuff you're working on? Or why don't you just buy like a brand new engine, or buy whatever we're working on, whatever we're kludging, somebody's like, you're wasting your time. And to that I say, first of all, I like kludging things together and designing them and making them work. Number two, it's expensive to buy brand new parts. And number three, they probably don't make the parts we're building. We're building very custom things for a very custom application.
Nobody makes parts to build an off-road recovery vehicle to go into Sand Hollow and the kind of terrain that we work in, so number 3 is a big one. So we have not driven this yet with the ORI shocks on the back and the new axle end. So I think it's going to be way more stable. We got to do our sway thing on the test.
Should we go do a sway test with
Sway test.
better brakes,
Better handling,
better handling,
better sound.
significantly better handling.
It is so much better. You don't even lean hardly at all, it feels like now.
She's comparing it to what it was before, but it is amazing. So, come on, Peanut, let's get out. So I can't wait to take it wheeling. That's the real test. This is not a road machine.
Let's take it wheeling.
All right, we're out here on the beginning of 777s. This is like the gatekeeper obstacle. This one is terrifying. Nobody ever wants to ride in the Banana on this one because it's so off camber. And I don't like driving across it, so I always like, hey, I'll spot you through it. So I make somebody else drive it. Today we're gonna see if there's an improvement and if it feels better.
We already know it's improved because just driving around town and getting here, you can feel it. It's
Oh, yeah.
way better.
And I was riding with Hefe in his Bronco, and just seeing the difference was like completely different than it was before.
So it still has a little body roll, but I'd say 500% improvement.
That's a lot of percent.
All right, let's do this.
Well, any better?
Oh, it's way better.
So this next spot right here is crazy off camber to the right. This just feels terrible. And we're gonna see if it feels better.
A little less terrible.
Oh, I hate this. But it is nothing like what it was. right about then, when you were in the banana before.
We get a lot of questions about why our vehicles have to have flags, and the reason that is because we're here at the sand dunes. And if you drive in the sand, the state law requires that you have a flag in your vehicle so that if you're going over the crest of a dune, the flag will be hopefully be high enough that it will stop a head-on collision. This next little obstacle is called the steps. This is an extremely difficult obstacle for a lot of vehicles. The Corvair and the Banana just happen to not care about this obstacle.
That thing just crawled. It just crawled right up. Easy peasy.
So this one's not so much a question as a comment. We get tons of these comments. They're like, Lizzie rocks, Lizzie's awesome, Lizzie's amazing, we really love Lizzie. And I say, yep.
I've never made it past here without going around it.
Okay, keep coming just like that.
Did that hit rock slider?
Oh my goodness, yes you did. They saved your life.
Let's see that. Oh yeah, look at that. It didn't even dent it in.
Open the door, see if they still come down. Oh yeah.
These are awesome. Rock slide engineering.
Okay, let's keep going. Here's one that we're getting quite a bit. People are saying like, why did you build the wrecker and now you're not using it for any jobs? And the answer is, it's up at Chad's fab getting finished. It's getting all the wiring done. When we did the wrecker games, there was over 100 electrical circuits not terminated. They were just wires laying in the chassis, not connected to anything on either end.
Yeah, you had nothing hooked up.
Yeah.
You didn't have lights even.
Nothing. So if you want to check on the status of the wrecker, you can head over to Chad Fab and he'll tell you what's going on with that. We asked you guys what project we should work on next, and we're getting a lot of input, and people are asking us what are we doing next, and the answer to that is we don't know.
So you can keep sending your input. We'll figure it out soon.
That's 100% true. He doesn't know.
We get a lot of questions about why are we so underprepared for so many jobs, and the answer for that is percentage-wise we're not underprepared. Percentage-wise we're prepared for 99.9% of the jobs.
So we have to travel really light to do what we're gonna do, and so we learn to do a lot with a very minimal kit. That allows us to get in, figure out what we need to do, and make it happen.
And if by chance we are caught without the right equipment and we have to get it, unlike Rory, we generally have the option of making a call to the shop and getting the things that we need in less than 20 minutes. Sometimes it's only 10 or 5 minutes to get the parts from the shop because we're just not that far away. Hopefully that clears that up a little bit. I don't know if anybody asked this, but I'm gonna ask it. Is Jamie ever gonna get to drive the Banana? Yes.
Where does the trail go from Double Sammy to 777? What is Double Sammy rated?
How'd that feel?
Good. I'm on an angle though right now that I don't have anything to hang on to. I heard that.
Teeter totter. Woo-wee!
Not that bad.
Next question. Who's driving the Banana?
Colby. That was the easiest off-road vehicle I've ever driven. It's literally unstoppable. It puts dangerous confidence in you.
Easy on the throttle, you got it now. Woohoo! Yeah!
How did that not break a CV?
Because Hefe's got a smooth throttle. Why are you out there beating your vehicles to death when you use them for work? And the answer is, we do it to test and keep our vehicles sharp and keep our driving skills sharp, because we have to drive in this kind of stuff to rescue people a lot. All right, I think it's pretty much unanimous. The upgrades to the Banana axle are a total win.
Huge.
100%. It's awesome to drive now.
I didn't know it could get any better.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time, and
Thanks for watching.
oh man, we can swerve around rabbits now.
That's gonna save a lot of rabbits.